Morning or afternoon, it's Rob. Brief description, the micro newsletter about legal tech conferences. So today, I'm going to talk about not being a weirdo at a conference. It's really important, and I know it's like a little bit funny using the term weirdo, but there's a lot of intense people in this world, and that just rubs people out the wrong way at conferences. And it purely comes down to a lack of preparation. If you're a GC and Rob, the sales guy, comes day one, minute one to try and sell you an automation platform, it's game over, mate. It's not happening. So how can you think about not being a weirdo? And the key things I always try and think about are three, is the common theme for this newsletter. One, ditch the pitch, right? Just ditch it. Everyone can smell it a mile off. The legal tech ecosystem is maturing, so people know the concepts of technology, right? We've gone through different worlds. We've gone through e-discovery 10 years ago, CLM automation 8 years ago, doc automation 6 years ago. Now we're in the AI bubble. And so we've got over that piece of thinking about what is AI. Now we're thinking about how to implement it. And if you come to me minute one and I've just traveled for 8 hours on a smelly train, and the first thing I have is Rob go, do you want to buy AI tools? It's just not going to work. So just ditch it, play it cool, right? There is a lot of time in a really focused environment in the next 2 to 3 days where you can have that conversation. Let them know who you are first before jumping the gun. Equally, if you are a delegate, just don't disappear on us, right? We spend a lot of money on these conferences. We're there to help. We're there to support. So help us, meet us in the middle on how these events work. Equally, if you're going to an event and it's community focused, let's have an open conversation. Let's have a discussion, right? Do your homework. Like, find out who's there. Please find out who's there. Just find out who's there. I've been to so many events and I'm the worst at it. It's really important that you find out who's going. If it's through LinkedIn, if it's through last year's event, if it's speaking to other suppliers or vendors who are going. Sometimes you go to speed dating events and you know the people that are going. Do your game plan, do your homework before you go. You might spend 10, 15, 25 grand on this event. And so your boss is going to expect an ROI from a vendor perspective. If you're a GC or a head of legal operations, you're wasting your time if you don't do your pre-game. If you make sure you know who's going, what they're up to, what you want to get out of it, are you keynote speaking? Normally, give you a little bit of insight for the delegates out there. If you're talking, it's normally sponsored by someone. So you're talking to someone else who worked for a consulting firm or a technology provider. So make sure you're being good. And as I say, a conference is absolutely pointless unless you're doing a follow-up. It's all in the follow-up, right? We might have had a great chat. Me and Gary might have had a wonderful conversation during the event. If I don't reach out to Gary again, that's it, right? Never expect the guys and gals that are going to these events to ever respond to you. Always follow up and provide the correct information on what you discussed about to provide the value. And equally, if you're a lawyer or you're a head of legal operations or you're a partner or you're a senior associate, right? Play the game. It's my only suggestion. Play the game that you've gone to go for. If you're not interested, just give us a no. Just please, just tell us you're not interested. Like, I know so many inboxes in that world that are just getting rammed with vendors and AI automation. I can get into AI automation another day, but I won't talk about it now. Just tell us, nah, you're good. Talk to someone else. That is the best thing that could ever happen to us, because ultimately, the death of a salesman is a maybe. So again, don't be a weirdo. Have a great time at the event. Don't drink too much alcohol. That's probably a message to Rob's internal brain. Have a good time. But again, make sure you ditch the pitch, right? Don't oversell it. If you're a lawyer or you're a delegate, tell them they're overselling it. Help them improve their game. Because ultimately, if we all improve, we improve together. See you on the next one. Cheers.